What's up, everybody? There was some cool news that dropped last night, I believe, or yesterday, about version 9. Some images were leaked, and I kind of want to go over them with you because there's some pretty exciting things for the Model S. The images are just for the Model S. They're not for the Model 3, but it's very similar to the Model 3, and it's kind of exciting the way that they're going, where the way Tesla's going. So let me pull this up for you. The first page is actually quite interesting. You learn a lot from what it actually shows. Right off the bat, you see that it's obviously the Model S. There's a picture of the Model S, and it says open for event. So right there, you know that it's not a Model 3 because they don't have an opening sunroof yet. But you can see, obviously, this is the quick control guide, and it's a lot like the Model 3, where you have, well, this one has the sunroof settings, the suspension, which you don't have yet on the 3, the lighting, the driving, autopilot, which is a totally separate feature that is actually in driving, but it's on its own right now. Vehicle, which probably is like, it looks a lot like this, but it shows you your vehicle. Like in the Model S, you actually have the vehicle sitting there where you see the lights, you see the doors, you see all the different things on it. Display trips, that's new. Trips is new. Maybe you're able to, maybe that's part of navigation where you can actually set things up. That's going to be interesting to see. Safety and service, and down here, just like on the 3, you have the manual. So on the quick reference or the quick control guide, you actually have the fog lights, the lights, popping the front, popping the trunk, the suspension, lowering the suspension, like the basic things. But if you look all the way here at the bottom, it is almost identical to the Model 3 with some changes. The climate control actually has an oval around the 2 temperatures. You have your heated seats on either side, windshield and the rear window defrost, and then the volume control for the passenger side. Over here you have music, and then this button here, which is different. Gone is the buttons up top, the big ugly menu buttons up top that kind of reminded me of a BlackBerry smartphone. So this is very interesting to see. If we go to the next slide here, you see the navigation. Now obviously this is quite a populated area here, but you see the oval shapes of all the buttons are modeled off of the Model 3. That sounds weird. But you can see the lock and unlock buttons the same place. This one has a problem with it, probably because this is a beta. You have your T in the center, again as usual, and then you have all your controls over here as far as the Bluetooth and the Wi-Fi, home link, and if you want to change people. But the major thing that stands out to me is this has the web browser up, and it's overlaid over top of the map. It has gone away with the 2 screens on one screen. Before the Model S, it was divided where you can have something on top, something on the bottom, or the map just full, or you can have the thing full screen. But it looks like they're going away from that and just having something overlaying the map, a lot like they do in the Model 3, but hopefully this stays there and is usable. Let's move to the next slide, and you see that button has changed. It was ... with a circle around it. Now it is an X, so that button must pull up this quick menu for all your different apps. Instead of them being across the top, now they're down here where you have to click and then go to it. So it's kind of like 2 extra things, 2 steps. So you have your calendar, your energy usage, your web browser, your charging, your phone, and then your camera, all down in here where you have to click here and then go to it instead of just clicking the button on the top, which is kind of weird. But I wonder what they're going to do with the Model 3, because the web browser, the energy, and the calendar are not part of that right now. Are they just going to have 3 that pop up, or are these coming out to the Model 3? Hopefully some pictures of the Model 3 leaks showing these as well. So that gives hope. The next slide is actually the full size map. As you can see, the buttons are just like the Model 3, but here's something that is very interesting. On the Model 3, this bar, they're on the driver's side, and now they're on the passenger side of the Model S. So version 9 for the Model 3 are probably going to be on the passenger side, because you don't really use these very much. So, which means the navigation menu is probably going to be on the left side, where it should be, where a lot of people complain that you can't see it because it's way on the other side. The navigation menu of your turns should be on the left. So very interesting to see that pop up. The next slide here is actually the music player. So when you click the music player down here, it pulls up just like the Model 3, and I bet you can grab this and slide it up to see if you see more of it, and then you can probably go full screen, but it is going to overlay again because you still see the map on the other side here, much like the Model 3, and you can probably click this button again and it'll go back to full screen. A couple notable things that were posted was the autopilot beta systems. In the menu for autopilot, you have the auto steer, which is still a beta. It's going to be a beta for a long time, but that's where you can enable autopilot, and also summon feature. Now, drive on nav, and that's where you're going to have the on-ramp to off-ramp navigation. When you put in, say, work, you're going to go to work, the navigation is actually going to, or autopilot is actually going to use the navigation and figure out where to go, and it should actually go around slow traffic. It should take on-ramps and off-ramps, or it should take highways that merge together by itself. This should be, once you get on the highway from the on-ramp, you enable this, and as you're getting off, it will let you know that, hey, you're getting off the highway, now you need to take over. So hopefully there's less nags with this. Hopefully it realizes that it's using the navigation, it can see more, maybe more of the cameras are on, and hopefully it nags us less. And the last one that popped up online was actually some of the games that are going to be out. I thought these games are going to be out in version 9 or in version 10, but maybe I was wrong. They're going to go out in version 9. This is Asteroids. So this is the 1979 Atari Asteroid game where doesn't actually look very fun, but hey, you know, you're sitting in a supercharger, might be fun to do, and you can go full screen on this, it looks like, as well. There's not much detail here to see much of anything, really. So that's some really cool stuff that's coming in version 9. Obviously, it's out for beta testing for the early access people. I can't wait to see it. I hope I get it very soon. I hope as soon as they start pumping it out there, I hope I get it in at least one of the cars, if not both, and then bring it to you guys, show you those things and test that for you. It's so exciting to see what's going to be changing, what's going to be new in there, and all the cool features and all the cool things going from the Model 3 to the Model S, which makes sense because they're going to do the interior refresh next year, so they're going to have the same kind of setup as the Model 3 in the Model S. It makes sense just to tie everything together and make one cohesive OS. So it's exciting to see that. It's exciting to see all the Teslas out there. And speaking of Teslas or electric vehicles, if you're in the Charlotte area, I'm actually going to, next weekend starts Drive Electric Week. I'm actually going to this Drive Electric Week, or Drive Electric event on Saturday. Carmel Valley, I'll have a link down below as well, but it's in a shopping center where all EVs are going to be. It's right by Panera. It's from 9 a.m. to 1 o'clock. I'm going to bring both my cars, actually. I'm going to bring the Model 3 and the Model S. My wife and I are going. It's going to be a lot like a Cars and Coffee, but there's going to be a Nissan Leaf. There's actually a Volkswagen Bug that is electric with Tesla batteries in there. This is out for the public to come and see and ask questions, be part of the conversation. We can answer those questions and hopefully build the community up into the right direction of electric cars. And lastly, this is a little different. I'm actually putting together a new office. I got a new computer and I needed a different area because my wife is in school. She needs a place to do her studying. I needed a place to stretch out and put things out. A little studio area. It's a work in progress because, as you can see, Box Boy's been helping. Hopefully you like the version 9 video. Super excited. I don't know if you can tell. I'm super excited for version 9. It's going to be awesome to see. It's going to be awesome when it comes out. Hopefully autopilot is even way better than it is now. It is amazing now, but hopefully it's even better. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel, of course. If you got a lot out of it, click the link below to sign up for a Patreon, help out the channel, help the channel grow. I've got some really cool videos planned coming soon. I'm just waiting for approval on some things from law enforcement and from the city on a couple big ideas that I have. So as always, take care, have an awesome day.